Hello and welcome everybody. All right, talk a little bit more about manifesting, creating our dream lives. So, we've got the scenario in our mind, in our own imagination, seeing about a 3 to 10 second scenario playing out, bringing in all of your senses, see, smell, taste, touch, and all that. So when you're envisioning it, it's almost like a deja vu, like, you've been in the deja vu. It's like almost like you've seen this happen before, and that's what we're after. We're after the real life imaginal scene, and then like all the gurus will tell you, you have to feel it. So whatever you're feeling in the moment, whether it's health, wealth, relationships, bring up the feeling. As you're seeing this, you're seeing it as already happened. In other words, we're not wishing, we're not hoping, we're seeing it as already happened and already done in our mind, like almost like we've experienced this. So now when the 3D world, when it happens here in the 3D world, it's actually just catching up to what we've already experienced. In other words, that's a major key right there. Think about it like this. I'm always saying we are the light. Well, what happens is, and you can watch probably the videos from the last 2, 3, 4 days, and if you want more explanation on this, it goes pretty deep. But we're actually taking our light and focusing it in on what we see in front of us. So we're like super concentrated, focus from light. But what happens is our mind starts telling a different story, or mind starts throwing up reasons why it won't come true, and all that, which brings up another point. In your manifest, always try to keep it sacred and special between you and conscience. It's because if you tell your friends and this and that, they're just gonna if you tell your friends and this and that, they're just going to further reinforce all your doubts, all your fears, and all that, basically. So, keep this stuff sacred. But going back to the focus part, this is key. Like, to do an imaginal scene once a night, that helps. It gets everything moving. Your life will change, but slowly but surely. But when you focus, like when every time you've ever bought a new pair of shoes or a new car, and then all of a sudden you see that car or shoes, or kind of, everybody's wearing those shoes, everybody's driving that car, it's because you were so excited when you got it. It was on your focus from the time you went to bed to the time you woke up. That's why all this stuff starts becoming attracted to you. So it's no different in your own imagination with whatever you're envisioning, health, wealth, relationships. It's got to remain the most focus of your day, if that makes sense. And then, literally, you can watch the world change around you. I love y'all. See you on the next one.